I have combined my 100 best tips to ARK for beginners and experienced players. Let's begin with tip 100. And starting with tip 100, we have camera mode. Camera mode is a great new feature with ASA which allows for smooth, clear photos in game. You can access this by going into your menu and clicking photo mode. It has all kinds of features including a green screen, some brightness meters, and giving the ability to just take photos of everything around you. To upgrade the tether range, go to your settings in the main menu and put the tether distance all the way up. Coming at number 99, we have Explorer nodes. If you're looking for a quick early way to gain some levels, find these Explorer nodes which are located all around the map on story maps. The best map for fast Explorer node runs is the island. Each Explorer node gives you a ton of XP and boosted XP for a certain period of time, meaning that you can farm a lot of XP very fast. Coming at number 98, we have hovering structures. You can make structures hover in the sky by using text cellar doors and changing them to never close, giving the illusion of a floating structure. This also can be useful for PvP as players don't know that they're even there and can only damage them with splash damage. Coming at number 97, we have using a spyglass. Using a spyglass is the most important feature in ARK. It can be used to see the levels of dinos and can also be used to scout tribes from a far distance without players even knowing that you're nearby. Coming at number 96, we have tame ordering groups. By using taming ordering groups, you can pick which dinos follow you at which time based on what group that you put them in. I know it sounds confusing, but just bear with me. It's very useful for stuff like boss fights or just organizing dinos, but you can find this list by just going up to your dino and then you can switch it to whatever ordering group that you want. And then you can basically follow a certain ordering group or, have a certain group do certain things. It sounds a little bit confusing, but it's super useful once you figure everything out. Coming at number 95, we have toilets. When pooping in a toilet, it will instantly spoil all the meat in it, along with giving you some fertilizer. A toilet can be placed near any water source and is usually great for some quick fertilizer, but they can also spoil meat, which is pretty cool. It's something that I didn't even know. And coming at number 94, we have honey. Honey can lead dinos away or into a trap. Simply put the honey on the ground and dinos will instantly go over to the honey, making for a nice little easy way to just trap some dinos. And coming at number 93, we have Equises. Equises can drag unconscious dinos around using a lasso. This makes for one of the most useful things as you won't have to worry about your dino drowning or getting stuck. And coming at number 92, we have wirelessly crafting. You can wirelessly craft items from a tech Dedi storage in ASA. Simply go up to your Dedi storage and turn on wireless crafting. Now go to your smithy or fab and you can pull the items to craft what you need. It's similar to S+, but just ARK's version. And coming at number 91, we have the Argentavis. The Argentavis can carry up to 3 creatures when flying. You can hold a smaller dino in its beak, you can also pick a dino with its claws, and you can use yourself to carry dinos such as a dung beetle in your hands. And coming at number 90, we have a way to basically prevent stuff from getting spoiled. By splitting stacks of food that's about to spoil, transfer them into a freshly made item and it will instantly restock the spoil timer of that item. You can do this with an item that is going to spoil, such as a veggie cake or a piece of meat like mutton. And coming at number 89, we have the Anki. The Anki reduces weight for items like metal by 75% when stored in it. It's very useful for transporting large amounts of metal. And coming at number 88, we have popcorning. You can popcorn items from your inventory by spamming the drop button on your platform. Spamming is a good thing to do if your inventory is full or you just need to drop a lot of items, especially when farming large amounts of resources. And coming at number 87, we have sitting on a chair underwater. Sitting on a chair underwater will allow you to instantly regain all of your stamina. One issue with swimming underwater is running out of stamina. You will run out fast, so bring a chair and this issue will be solved. Coming at number 86, you can change ammo types by quickly holding R with a weapon. This is useful for PvP and PvE. Back in ASC, you used to have to go into your inventory and swap the ammo types, which was just a pain, but now it's easy and simple. And coming at number 85, we have disabling clouds and fog. You can disable clouds and fog for FPS by typing this in chat to clear all of the clouds, and this in chat to clear all of the fog around you. This is useful for FPS and giving you the ability to see better around you and underwater. Coming at number 84, we have farming early game metal. You can farm early game metal from rocks on the beach. These rocks look something like this and can be found on almost every beach on ARK. They are very useful for players struggling to get large amounts of metal. And coming at number 83, we have knocking out raptors with your fists. If you don't know, you can knock out a raptor with your fists. No need for a bola or a crossbow when you can just knock one out depending on your level. It's a simple trick that helps me out a lot, especially if you're new and don't really have much. And coming at number 82, we have dismounting. You can dismount a chosen direction by pressing the button on the side that you want to go. For example, by holding A and pressing E, you can jump off to the left, or holding D and pressing E, you can go off on the right. It's a simple yet very important thing to know, especially when living on base spots that are like on the side of a cliff. And coming at number 81, we have whips. Whips can be used to wake up dinos faster. If your dino is knocked out from stuff like a cryo sickness, you can use a whip to wake them up slightly faster. It's a nice trick if you need a dino up faster. Coming at number 80, we have stimberries. You can use stimberries to wake knocked up players and dinos. Stimberries are strictly used for waking people up or draining food on a creature or person. Just be careful to not eat them when you pick them up from bushes. And coming at number 79, you can place torches on dino saddles. To do this, go up to a dino and drag it over the saddle of said dino, and now you can travel at night and still see where you are going. And coming at number 78, we have faster stamina regain. When proning or laying down, you can gain stamina back faster than you would if you were just standing. Simply do this by proning. This is useful for PvP or trying to outrun a hostile dino. And coming at number 77, one of the most important things on this list that a lot of new players do not get right, which is narcoberries. Narcoberries can knock players out and dinos, so just don't eat them. This is the biggest mistake that a lot of new players make when playing ARK. They are useful for keeping a dino knocked out that you are trying to tame. And coming at number 76, we have preserving honey. If you want to preserve honey for a very long time, honey doesn't expire when placed on a fishing rod. This is very useful as all you need to do is just take it back off the fishing rod and you are ready to go. Coming at number 75, we have otters. Otters can hold an extra artifact for you. When venturing caves looking for artifacts, you can only carry one of the artifact at a time. However, if you bring an otter, they can store an extra artifact for you. Coming at number 74, we have rare flowers. Rare flowers make dinos hostile near you, including passive dinos. They make for a great food source, just be wary when eating them. And coming at number 73, we have ovis. Ovis make for a great source of hide, pelt, and mutton. By breeding them and adding levels into health, you can farm more resources from them, making for an amazing food source. Coming at number 72, we have tracking blueprints. You can track blueprints on screen with the tracking feature. To do this, go into your blueprint tab and right click and press track on the blueprint that you want. Coming at number 71, you can drag a blueprint to your hotbar to craft it on the go. This is useful when farming as you can free up a lot of weight so you don't get encumbered. And coming at number 70, you can kill baby dinos for easy prime meat. This is very useful at the start of a wipe as getting prime meat is always a struggle. Simply find a dino that usually drops prime meat and kill their baby if they are wandering alone. Coming at number 69, we have mammoths. Mammoths have a reduced weight of wood by 75%. This is incredibly useful when farming large amounts of wood. And coming at number 68, we have the Pelagornis. The Pelagornis have a reduced weight of organic poly by 80%. They are also the best farmer of organic poly, so take one the next time that you're farming penguins. Coming at number 67, we have the Doedicurus. The Doedicurus have a reduced weight for stone by 75%. This is very useful when transporting a lot of stone or just for farming. And coming for number 66, are you looking for early game chitin? Check the shallow waters on any beach for these things called trilobites. These little creatures give you chitin, pearls, and sometimes even oil. They are very useful for early game. And coming at number 65, you can use obelisks to transfer to other servers if you're on a server or an official network. It's a trick that a lot of new players don't even know. Coming at number 64, we have beavers. Beavers have a reduced weight of fiber, thatch, stone, and wood by 50%. Beavers aren't as good as something like a mammoth, but are much easier to tame. Coming at number 63, we have an equus. The equus can be used as a portable mortar and pestle, so next time that you overlook one, just know how useful that they can really be. And coming at number 62, we have the Argentavis. The Argentavis can be used as a portable smithy and reduces the weight of items like metal, stone, obsidian, and crystal, and many others. Not to mention that the Argentavis is one of the best flyers since they can carry a lot of dinos for farming. Coming at number 61, we have chainsaws. Chainsaws can be used to gather a lot more wood from trees. Usually you would use something like a hatchet to farm wood, which is still really good. However, chainsaws require gasoline to function and can farm wood 5 times faster than normal. Coming at number 60, we have shoulder pets. Shoulder pets help reduce weight of items like armor. As you see here in my inventory, the weight is this much, and when placed into a shoulder pet, it drops down to this. Pretty useful if you're traveling with extra gear. And coming at number 59, you can instantly refill a Daeodon's hunger bar by going out of view distance from him. To do this, wait until the Daeodon is fully drained from its food. Next, put a few stacks of meat in its inventory and make sure that everybody is out of render distance. Once you come back, his food will be fully filled and you can keep using him to heal more dinos. Coming at number 58, the more you upgrade crafting skill, the better quality items that you will get. If you pump all your stats into crafting skill, you will be able to craft BPs that have much higher stats than somebody with a standard crafting skill. It's a simple tip that a lot of players overlook. Coming at number 57, we have making custom recipes. One of these recipes can fully fill your hunger and water if crafted properly. Go to your cooking pot and place a note in it. Then you should get a crafting screen where you can make a recipe. And coming at number 56, when underwater, land dinos will instantly go to the surface when you get off. A simple fix to this is by making the dino follow you. If the dino begins to drown, just unfollow it and then the dino will just go back up to the surface. And coming at number 55, you can fully heal a wild carnivore dino by dragging a dead body to it. This is useful when taming dinos when they are in traps. The best way to fix this so that a dino doesn't die is by dragging a dead body to it. Sounds messed up, but it's ARK. Coming at number 54, you can track dinos and tribe members with a new tracking system in ARK. Now this has been out for quite a bit, but it's still somewhat new to ARK. Simply go over to the tracking and pin either a creature or a player. This can be found in your inventory. And coming at number 53, you can gain a crazy amount of XP by using an indie grinder. If you're a low level, sitting by this can boost your levels easily up to 50 to around 70. You can also do this with dinos by sitting on your dino and having another player craft. Coming at number 52, you can hold a baby in a Procoptodon's pouch. The Procoptodon or the kangaroo has a pouch that can hold small dinos or babies that are being raised. This is very useful for transporting them as kangaroos can jump a far distance. Coming at number 51, we have the Muscle Chops. The Muscle Chops can harvest a ton of organic polymer from penguins or mantis. They are also useful for harvesting just about everything and have always been a good overlooked dino. Coming at number 50, we have Therizzinos and Muscle Chops. Therizzinos and Muscle Chops have a feature where you can put additional levels into stuff like extra harvesting rates. This allows for them to harvest a lot more resources. Coming at number 49, we have making a dino ignore your whistles. You can make a dino ignore your whistles by going into it and changing the dino to ignore whistles. Now you don't have to worry about them following you when you don't want them to. And coming at number 48, we have respawns. You can respawn if you're stuck by simply going into your inventory and hovering over the item implant and pressing the button stated. It's an amazing added feature with ASA and was needed for a good while. And coming at number 47, you can preserve organic polymer by crafting it into soap in a fabricator and then you can grind it back down into polymer with your indie grinder. Coming at number 46, we have beaver dams. Beaver dams are located all over the map and are useful for mass amounts of cementing paste and wood. Just be careful as they aggro every beaver in its range once you pick up everything. Coming at number 45, you can use a whip to pick up a lot of loose items that are thrown on the ground. Simply go over the items and left click and then you will pick up the majority of items around you. This is very useful when farming. Coming at number 44, we have rafts and motorboats. Rafts and motorboats are very useful for early game farming and even living. They can be used to haul pretty much anything. They can hold a lot of weight in dinos, making for a great farming device. They are also great for having a base as you can easily run from enemies, making for a great early game necessity. And coming at number 43, we have the Diplodocus. This is a great starter dino for venturing underwater. You do not need a scuba tank as they are your source of oxygen. Simply tame one and ride it underwater and you are set. They are decently quick creatures, making for a great underwater starter tame. Coming at number 42, we have dung beetles. Dung beetles are an amazing dino to have on ARK as they take your poop and turn it into fertilizer for your farm. They produce a ton of fertilizer in roughly 30 minutes to a few hours depending on how much poop that you give them. Another tip is to put them in a cage and have them on wandering, as this is the only way to produce a good amount of fertilizer without them running away. Coming at number 41, we have the Occatina. The Occatina is another useful dino that can be put in a cage. Unlike the dung beetle, this small snail just produces paste. The paste that is produced is the exact same thing as cementing paste, just their own version. They produce it over time, but only maxes out at about 100 per Occatina. And coming at number 40, we have temperature. You ever wonder why your character is too hot or too cold all the time? It's because of your fortitude. Upgrading fortitude helps you battle the heat and the cold when playing ARK. The higher fortitude that you have, the more invulnerable that you are to the temperatures. Once you're above 100, it should be fine depending on where you live. Coming at number 39, the center has two amazing base locations that you might have not known about. Under Tropical Island North and next to the Skull Island sits these underwater bubbles. They are great hidden locations for people to live in. Only certain dinos are allowed in, making for a nice secluded area. And coming at number 38, we have the anglerfish. The anglerfish is one of the most useful fish in ARK. They are used to farm mass amounts of silica pearls, which you will need for pretty much every electronic. And taming one can be tricky, but once tamed, they make for great pearl farmers. Just don't run into any wild dinos as they are very weak. And coming at number 37, we have supply crates. Supply crates are located all around the map and can give you some great starting loot when you first begin your journey on ARK. Supply crates range from being white, which is the worst, all the way down to red drops, which are the best. The better tier drop you find, the better loot it will have, so definitely be on the lookout for these drops. Coming at number 36, we have underwater cave drops. Underwater cave drops are similar to regular drops, just underwater, and give you some pretty insane loot. If you're looking to step your game up and take a jump, hunt these things down. They can give you Ascendant and Mastercraft BPs or items which are the best variants in the game. Sometimes they will give you some bad loot, but occasionally they give you some pretty good stuff. And coming at number 35, when playing Scorched Earth, finding water can be tricky, so simply look for a cactus and harvest the cactus sap on these trees, and you can fill up your water. This map is very hot, making for one of the hardest maps to survive for a beginner. And coming in at number 34, we have volcanoes. Volcanoes make an amazing location for most hard to get resources. You can find rich metal nodes, crystal, obsidian, and even stone here. If you're looking to farm a lot of resources, go to the nearest volcano if your map has one. Coming at number 33, we have bolas. Bolas are an essential item for beginners and late game players. They are used to trap smaller dinos like raptors and parasaurs. This can be very useful in PvP situations where you are fighting a player. Simply throw it at a player and then they cannot move for about 10 seconds. Always make sure to have some of these on your hotbar at all times. And coming at number 32, we have cactus broth. Cactus broth makes you practically invisible to wild bugs along with heat resistance. You can craft this recipe in a cooking pot or an indie cooker. It's very useful for taming a mantis or arthro and exploring caves. Coming at number 31, we have focal chili. Focal chili is a great recipe to craft. This gives you 25% more movement speed for 15 minutes. It can be crafted in a cooking pot or an indie cooker. Coming at number 30, we have battle tartar. Battle tartar is another great recipe to craft. This helps boost your movement speed by 50% more, however it only lasts for 3 minutes and slowly drains your health, making for a riskier recipe to craft. And coming at number 29, we have one of the most important tips. One of the most important tips to ARK is having dinos on passive. Certain dinos like flyers need to be on passive at all times. If something happens and they try to attack stuff like your flyer, it is a pain to get them on the ground. They often like to fly around and not listen to your commands, so keep them on passive. Another bonus tip is to never J-whistle or whistle follow all. If you're new to ARK, just do this, your tribe will absolutely love you. And coming at number 28, are you looking for a lot of wood to farm? Go to the redwoods. In the redwoods on most maps, you are greeted with these massive trees. These trees have a lot of health, meaning that you can farm them for a lot longer than just the regular trees. So if you're in need of a lot of wood, just go to the redwoods. Coming at number 27, we have direwolves. Direwolves have the ability to sniff out explorer nodes. If you're near one, it will sense it and ping that location for you. Coming at number 26, we have large chunks of metal. Large chunks of metal can be found at the top of most mountains or cliffs. There are different nodes that give you more metal, which are usually the golden metal nodes. Look for them around the tops of mountains and you can easily farm a ton of metal very fast. Coming at number 25, we have Swamp Cave. Swamp Cave is a cave located on the island. It can be found at 62 latitude and 37 longitude on the island. The Swamp Cave is very useful for farming thousands of CP and chitin. Just take a frog and a gas mask and you will never run out of cementing paste. Coming at number 24, we have killing low-level wild dinos. This not only opens up the area for newer high-level dinos to spawn, but also gives you free meat and free hide. When you first start out on ARK, low-level dinos just suck. You need to look for dinos at least 130 or higher depending on what server that you're on. Don't settle with lower dinos unless you're breeding. And coming at number 23, you can use a Pteranodon to tame a rock golem. Simply hover over the rock golem's head and then just let the PT hover. Once the golem is in place, you can begin knocking out the golem with cannons. And coming at number 22, we have Purlovias. The Purlovia is an amazing creature to use for storing hidden loot. They can bury underground and give no visual to any enemy players. This means that you can hide them in the middle of a forest and nobody will ever be able to find that hidden loot. The only way that they can get them out of the ground is by using C4 or rockets to unbury them. They are great dinos to kill, just don't stumble across wild ones in the jungle, they like to jump scare you. Coming at number 21, we have a mammoth. Yes, I've already gone over the mammoth in the past, but this is a different thing about the mammoth. Anyways, a mammoth can be used to pick up unconscious dinos. This is very useful for taming as it can bring a knocked out dino back to your base easily without leaving them in the forest somewhere. And coming at number 20, we have the Mesopithecus. When a Methopithecus hits you with its poop, you cannot use medical brews and have to wait until the effect is done. This makes for a great shoulder mount in PvP. The effects that the monkey gives an enemy is slowness and health drain. Coming at number 19, we have the Oviraptor. The Oviraptor can pick up eggs from dinos. This is useful when dealing with wyvern eggs. Simply drop them next to a wyvern egg and it will pick up the egg, leaving you undetected from wyverns. Coming at number 18, we have Alpha Dinos. Alpha Dinos are a great creature to kill. They are stronger variants of their brother creatures. They come in forms of Raptor, Rex, Mosa, and Wyvern. The dinos like the Raptor and Rex can give you a lot of levels when killed, along with trophies and even skins. Coming at number 17, we have the Jerboa. The Jerboa is an amazing shoulder pet to tame on Scorched Earth. They are useful for many reasons, like detecting certain storms before they come. This is vital on Scorched Earth as the storms can be very harmful to be in if you're out exploring. Next time that you're exploring Scorched Earth, tame yourself one of these little guys. Coming at number 16, we have wooden and metal spikes. The wooden and the metal spikes are a great item for taming dinos in the wild. In hostile environments, you can run into some issues with wild dinos attacking your knocked out creature that you're trying to tame. Place the spikes in a circle around your dinos and little to no dinos will even get near your tame. This is very useful, but will not guarantee the safety of your dino, as bigger dinos can still easily walk over the spike. Coming at number 15, billboards make for a great trapping mechanism. Place 3 of them down depending on the size of the dino and lead the dino in. Once the dino is in the trap, close it off with a 4th one, and the dino is fully trapped and cannot break out. Coming at number 14, we have cryopods. Cryopods are a necessity when playing ARK. A cryopod gives you the ability to pretty much play Pokemon. This item can freeze any dino in it and allow you to store them in a cryo fridge. The dino lasts 30 days in it and is great for smaller tribes that don't have a lot of room to work with. Coming at number 13, when riding dinos off of a cliff, here's a simple thing that you can do to stop your dino from being killed. Right as you get to the bottom, dismount from your dino and the dino will take 0 fall damage. Your player may still take some fall damage, but it's worth it to save your dino that took you hours to get. And coming at number 12, we have scorpions, troodons, and snakes. These 3 things can knock you out if they bite you or sting you. Scorpions aren't as lethal with their stings, unlike snakes and troodons. Snakes are very much lethal, but you can still easily escape them. If you encounter a troodon, it's pretty much over for you. Troodons usually hunt in packs and will knock you out. Once knocked out, instead of killing you, they tease you by randomly biting you for a few minutes until they've had enough and they just kill you. They are the most annoying creature, by far, on ARK. Coming at number 11, we have rhinos. Rhinos have the ability to charge up, allowing for very hard hits to an enemy. Charge your rhino up in circles or in a straight line without hitting anything. On the top right, the bar will start rising. When this bar is full, hit something and it will do a crazy amount of damage to a player or dino. They are very overpowered for PvP. Coming at number 10, we have Tusos or squids. Tusos or squids have the ability to pick up entire dinos in their beak. If you ever see a squid and you have a smaller dino, just run. Squids are amazing for a PvP, and for this reason are fast underwater tames, making for a great creature to have. Coming at number 9, we have caves. Caves are amazing locations to live in, however they have one major flaw, which is cave damage. Cave damage can range from being 3x to 6x damage, so if you're on a PvP server, you need to make sure that you build a strong defense in these caves. If you're on PvE, you really have nothing to worry about. Coming at number 8, we have the Rhinogothia. It is a very important flyer to have as they can pick pretty much anything up. Similar to a Quetz, they can pick up dinos with their arms. The difference is that they can pick up bigger dinos like a mammoth and even a Paracer. Coming at number 7, we have the Baryonyx. The Baryonyx can stun dinos when underwater, making for an overpowered dino. This is great when dealing with threatening dinos like a Mosa or a shark. You can easily outrun any dino underwater with this amazing dino. Coming at number 6, you can use an extended hotbar by just holding Q. This opens an entire new hotbar for items to go, making for a great help with building structures or just for PvPing. Coming at number 5, when retrieving wyvern eggs, it can be pretty difficult. Simply get the egg that you want and lead the dinos to any wild dinos nearby. Once they are all aggroed, fly away as they will come after you after that dino is killed. Coming at number 4, we have Swamp Fever. Swamp Fever is a major issue in ARK. This can be given to a player when bitten by a bat or a leech. Swamp Fever drains your stats and makes you very weak. This can be cured by an antidote or by leveling up your character. To make the cure, it costs 10 rare flowers, 10 mushrooms, 3 leech blood, or a rhino horn and a narcotic. And coming at number 3, we have living in rat holes. Living in rat holes is an amazing thing to do on ASA and even on ASE. Rat holes help guarantee a safe place to live on PvP servers. With how toxic ARK can be, building in the open is just not a priority anymore. Rat holes are located all around the maps and come in all types of sizes. If you're more interested in rat holes, you guys can check out all of the videos on our channels that are all listed either in the description or somewhere on screen now. Coming at number 2, we have the Charge. The Charge is the most powerful tameable creature in ARK. This dino is insane. With the ability to enrage, which makes it hit like an absolute truck, they are amazing at pretty much everything including PvP and PvE. And taming them can be tricky as you have to drag dead wild dinos to them until their taming meter goes up. Once the meter is done, you get to ride them and kill dinos until the second meter is fully done, and just like that, you have the most overpowered dino in ARK. Coming at number 1, the best dinos for fighting bosses on ARK is the Rex, which is a very powerful dino that can take out most bosses, the Therizino, which is a great alternative for most bosses, and the Spino, which is slightly weaker than the Rex, however hits faster. Rhinos also make for a great boss fighting dino as they have the ability to charge. These are the 4 great choices for fighting pretty much any boss on ARK. So anyways, that was my 100 tips to ARK ASA. I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like if you're new, and please hit that subscribe button. We are trying to hit 100K by hopefully the end of 2024 and maybe 2025. Anyways, thanks for watching and peace out.